Hi everyone, Amy Clinton here with Midlife Reignited, and I'm back again today with another 10-minute pep talk. Today's topic is recognizing why you always want to give up and some ideas to help keep your momentum moving ahead. So once again, you have decided it's time for change. You've decided to feel the fear and go ahead anyway, and you start taking the steps to finally begin taking care of yourself for a change. Yes, you take action, the excitement starts to build, and you are having some successes, and you're getting excited. Oh, and then it happens. The fun of your new project wears off, or you hit a roadblock, and it just feels too hard to move ahead. Anyone else ever feel that way? So what do? How do you keep going after the newness wears off? I have had a lot of experience with this. Honestly, I've had much more experience with this than I am willing to admit. I am great at coming up with all of the great ideas. I can come up with a 10-step plan better than anyone else I know, seriously. But when I get to about step 6, I get bored. Has anyone else ever felt that way? All of a sudden, it just feels too hard, or it feels like I've taken a wrong step, or a few wrong steps, and I've maybe simply just lost interest. Now, don't get me wrong. My plans will in fact work. And they are all things that I really do want to accomplish. They include things like losing weight and implementing a new workout plan, new trainings for my community, saving money to travel, strengthening my relationships, improving my marketing skills, drinking 100 glasses of water a day, new techniques for my coaching clients. You get the idea. The list goes on and on. And I bet that if you think about it, there's a running list of things that you want to do, and you may even start, but the excitement quickly fizzles out and you're on to the next thing, right? Sound familiar? About a year ago, I recognized this pattern in myself. The one that always begins with me being really inspired and on fire, and then the fire begins to cool off and I'm just left with the charred ashes. So I started really studying where the disconnect was happening. And what I learned kind of surprised me, but also in my gut, I think I knew it all along. I believe that there are 2 main reasons why it is so easy to get stuck in the middle. The first one is you get bored. Most of the things worth doing are not quick, am I right? And in the beginning, the excitement about all of the changes that you are making, it gets you fired up and gets you ready to take action. And you dream about how you're going to handle everything along the way. And you fantasize about what it looks like when you reach your goal. You get excited about the outcome, but then reality sets in. And you see that your goal or your outcome is still a good ways out into the future. And the small steps that you must take one at a time to reach your goal become so very boring. You miss the excitement. You miss that fire. And so you forget about why all of the reasons why you started this in the first place, why you said this time would be different. And now you're coming up with a million excuses why this isn't for you. And you're back to the drawing board and you start a brand new, more exciting plan. Does that resonate with anyone else besides me? The other reason why I believe this happens is because you get frustrated and you don't believe that you're capable of pulling it off. You begin to doubt yourself. Just who do you think you are to be successful? That success isn't meant for you. You've never been good at, and you fill in the blank. You've never been good at losing the weight or organizing or saving money or making friends or making a successful career or improving your marriage. That will never change. You should just give up now and save yourself the frustration and the heartache of it. Ouch. Ouch. This one is particularly tricky because as you are feeling frustrated and giving up, you're also damaging your self-worth. And it's hard to repair that after you continue to berate yourself the way that you are over and over again. So what are we supposed to do when we get stuck in the middle, feeling either bored or frustrated? I have a few ideas for you. The first one is don't give up, right? That's the first thing. This isn't the time to quit, but it's okay to stop and assess what's going on. Look at it from a different perspective. Think about where you currently are in the process and what are the things that got you to this point and where do you want to go? What is the easiest, most direct route to get you there? Imagine you are a neutral observer to your life. What advice would you give yourself? Next, ask yourself what's getting in the way. And when you get that answer back, ask what else? Keep asking what else? What else is getting in the way until it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's when you're beginning to get to the root of the problem. You can journal your answers, you could talk to a trusted friend, or even just ask yourself these questions out loud. You may be surprised at what comes up for you. Then I want you to remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. What's your why? What picture have you created in your mind for yourself, for your health, for your relationships, and for your life? It's time to reconnect to that. And if it doesn't jolt you into action, then sister, you need a stronger why. After you've really connected to your why, it's time to start brainstorming all of your options. What's the most direct way to accomplish your goal? Write down all of your options. Next, this one's going to surprise you a little bit. I want you to walk away. Not forever, but just enough to stop obsessing over it. That could be a few hours. It may even be a day or two, but no longer than that. Too long, and you will just give up. You won't go back to it. Meet a friend for coffee or go for a walk. Go shopping. Sweat it out. It doesn't matter. Just go do something and put this away for a while so that you can come back to it. And when you're ready, you come back and you simply let go of what isn't working. Remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Let go of the story that you are telling yourself of why it can't be done. Now go back to your brainstorming list that you made. Is there one or two things that really stand out from that list? Implement them. It's okay. And most of the time, it's even required to change the plan up a bit whenever you're in the middle, right? Don't beat yourself up because you didn't follow the step-by-step plan you originally created. It's okay. Celebrate the fact that you are still trying and you will move forward, even if it's a little slower. Instead of placing all of your focus and all of your energy on the problem, flip the switch and begin focusing on what is good and right. You are still trying is a good place to start. And when it feels the hardest, when it feels like you can't find the good, that's when you have to dig a little deeper, and that's when you need to find it the most. It is scientifically proven that even the smallest of things to feel proud of or to feel grateful for will help you along your journey. And then it's time to jump back on the wagon and take action. What is the next right step? Continue asking yourself that question. Now what? What should I do next? Once you get moving and you start taking action and begin to see even the hint that you are moving forward, you're going to get excited again. You will feel that excitement again. And if that still isn't working, if you're still not ready to move forward, it's time to ask for help. That could be a trusted friend who knows you or someone that's been in a similar situation. It may mean seeing a therapist who can help you through some of your more difficult roadblocks. And it could be hiring a coach that is there to ask the powerful questions and can offer you an outside perspective and some accountability. The key? Oh, the key is hard. The key is patience. I know that was the hardest part for me when I was consistently giving up on everything. I started everything expecting it to go smoothly, just as I had planned. And whenever that didn't happen with ease, I quickly grew impatient and I gave up. Oh, how frustrating. I'll leave you with a quote that I saw as I was scrolling through Pinterest. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy. It's kind of profound, right? All things are difficult before they come easy. Think of all the things that you can now easily do that once upon a time felt very difficult. If you give this thing, your time and your attention and your patience, it will become easy, but you have to keep going. You got this. And let me offer you one final warning. Learning this doesn't mean that it will never happen again and that you won't get stuck again. This isn't a one and done kind of a lesson. It's one that as we keep growing and we keep progressing, when we need to revisit it time and time again to learn new things. All right, ladies, if you found value in this today, share it with someone else who may need a little pep talk before they just give up and move on. I know when I first heard this message, it was a light bulb moment for me. And now it's my turn to get to share it with others who may find themselves in the same situation and want to give up. We are stronger when we stick together and we share what have learned on our journey. Don't you agree? Okay, it was great chatting with you today. We'll talk more soon. Bye-bye.